pop, pop. On hearing this, the alligator, who was buried in the mud under the riverbank, thought, I will pretend to be a little crab. And he began to blow. Puff, puff, puff. Bubble, bubble, bubble. And all the great big bubbles rushed to the surface of the river and burst there. And the waters eddied round and round like a whirlpool. And there was such a commotion when the huge monster began to blow bubbles in this way that the jackal saw very well who must be there. And he ran away as fast as he could, saying, Thank you, kind alligator. Thank you, thank you. Indeed, I would not have come here had I known you were so close. This enraged the alligator extremely. It made him quite cross to think of being so often deceived by a little jackal. And he said to himself, I will be taken in no more. Next time I will be very cunning. So for a long time he waited and waited for the jackal to return to the riverside. But the jackal did not come, for he had thought to himself, if matters go on in this way, I shall some day be caught and eaten by the wicked old alligator. I'd better content myself with living on wild figs. And he went no more near the river, but stayed in the jungles and ate wild figs and roots, which he dug up with his paws. When the alligator found this out, he determined to try and catch the jackal on land. So going under the largest of the wild fig trees, where the ground was covered with the fallen fruit, he collected a quantity of it together, and burying himself under the great heap, waited for the jackal to appear. But no sooner did the jackal see this great heap of wild figs, all collected together, than he thought, That looks very like my friend the alligator. And to discover if it was or not, he called out, The juicy little wild figs I love to eat always tumble down from the tree and roll here and there as the wind drives them. But this great heap of figs is quite still. Those cannot be good figs. I will not eat any of them. Ho, thought the alligator. Is that all? How suspicious this jackal is. I will make the figs roll about a little then, and when he sees that, he will doubtless come and eat them. So the great beast shook himself, and all the heap of little figs went roll, 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 some a mile this way, some a mile that, further than they had ever rolled before, or than the most blustering wind could have driven them. Seeing this, the jackal scampered away, saying, I am so much obliged to you, alligator, for letting me know you were there, for indeed I should hardly have guessed it. You were so buried under that heap of figs. The alligator, hearing this, was so angry that he ran after the jackal, but the latter ran very, very fast away, too quickly to be caught. Then the alligator said to himself, I will not allow that little wretch to make fun of me another time, and then run away out of reach. I will show him that I can be more cunning than he fancies. And early the next morning he crawled as fast as he could to the jackal's den, which was a hole in the side of a hill, and crept into it, and hid himself, waiting for the jackal, who was out, to return home. But when the jackal got near the place, he looked about him and thought, Dear me, the ground looks as if some heavy creature had been walking over it, and here are great clods of earth knocked down from either side of the door of my den, as if a very big animal had been trying to squeeze himself through it. I certainly will not go inside until I know that all is safe there. So he called out, Little house, pretty house, my sweet little house, why do you not give answer when I call? If I come and all is safe and right, you always call out to me. Is anything wrong that you do not speak? Then the alligator, who was inside, thought, If that is the case, I had better call out, that he may fancy all is right in his house. And in as gentle a voice as he could, he said, Sweet little jackal. At hearing those words, the jackal felt quite frightened, and thought to himself, So the dreadful old alligator is there. I must try to kill him if I can, for if I do not, he will certainly catch me.